Welcome to Spiritual Court. Listen, this fragmented person, this Eastern Star, this warlock, this witch, could be a whole group of people. One of them in particular, when I channeled the energy, it was a Queen of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse, which equals a fragmented femme fatale energy, somebody that is what I like to consider a red witch. Red witches, they never cool down. They never forget anything, not one iota. They always dot the I's and the T's, and they have receipts on everything that everybody's ever done. And they like to hunt you down until you are no more. Whoever this person, place, thing is, entity, group, association, whoever this one person is in particular that had a very specific request, they went to the practitioner and told the practitioner that they wanted your intellect, your carnal mind, your intelligence. And the practitioner told them to read a book, to seek knowledge. This person is so pissed off, whoever they are, because they can't figure out the way that you think. They want your ideas, your thought process. And somebody's literally driving themselves mad, crazy even, headed for insanity, trying to figure out your carnal mind and how it thinks. But here's the thing. There's no thinking. There's no thought process by way of intellect. When you have that connection to source, it is eternal knowledge. And this is what this person missed. The practitioner told him to go read a book. Get your shit together. Go read a book. Okay? Whoever this person is. Now, this is what I think a lot of people like to consider remote viewing, right? Remote viewing into somebody's mind, you know. If I could only read your mind, I could decide and or see how you think and how it is that you're manifesting whatever you're manifesting by way of your own reality. Look, this person is even coming up as an entity. They may have even tried to have sent an entity of some sort, an energy, to place a veil over your eyes so that they could see the way you see and think the way you think. Clarify, this practitioner told them to go read a book. I support this practitioner in their energy. That sounds like something I would say. I wish somebody would come to me talking about, I need you to clear this up. A lot of people don't know I am a spiritual practitioner. I do help people break curses and see into their shadows, but I wish somebody would come to me in real life and tell me something like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So you want this person's intellect? You want to sound intelligent, or do you want to be intelligent? And if you're not feeling like you can acquire this level of intelligence that you're willing to pay me for in order to do this dark magic, then one has to concede that maybe you just don't have what it is that you're trying to get. And maybe that's why you ain't got it. Somebody cannot stand the fact that they keep getting lost in what they believe is the matrix of how you think. It's a horrible pursuit. Somebody really should find a hobby and find them something else to do. However, they feel as though knowing how you think and seeing how you see and being intelligent is going to help them in their business. Somebody should have just gone to the Better Business Bureau and gotten some type of ideas, because this type of mind hack will drive you insane, I promise you. Yeah, now they're mad. So now they're mad because look, you picked up on the bullshit. You got the high priestess energy. You got this person over here giving the evil eye because they just can't seem to figure it out. And this was supposed to be an easy pursuit, but they're really mad at the practitioner that they went to and asked him to do the work. The practitioner was like, you want to think how this person thinks? You need to go get a book. You need to go within. You want their intelligence? Well, go within and tell yourself something. Okay, because that's the only way you're going to get it. This person's angry. There's conflict. They could be cursing at the practitioner. Okay, they could be angry. Somebody's angry, frustrated. This was all supposed to benefit them somehow. Okay, whoever you are, you pride yourself on just knowing who you are. There's always greater or lesser of the two, depending on who you are. But without further ado, if you're new to the platform, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, the ancestors ain't having it. Listen, oh my goodness. I'm telling you what the Creator is saying. The ancestors are showing out in spiritual court, divinely protected, divinely guided, divinely in alignment on your divine assignments. This is your destiny. The universe just said yes in that order. Boss energy, leadership. You are the matriarch. You are the chosen one. You could be the first multimillionaire in your bloodline. That represents inheritance by way of your earthly experience while on this planet plane. Notice the number 8 in the corner there. Okay, let's get it together. A lot of eights. 5 and 3, 8, 84. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then there's 8. Then there's 8. Wow, listen. Something has to be final when it comes to whoever this intellectual hacker is. Somebody just feels like if they could, because my thing is, if you want to think like somebody, you want to know how they think, or you want to read their mind, or you want to remote view into their mind, I feel like this is the kind of person that also wants to talk like you, because your thoughts represent what's on your mind, the carnal mind, or whatever you're deciding to pay attention to by way of your thinking and thoughts that come and go, right? For those of you that know, you already know you're a master of thought. You understand how to open certain doors and portals, to create an alignment. So in order to think a certain way, one has to also speak a certain way, because throat chakra, Taurus energy, with that being clear, you're speaking truth out of your heart. Then somebody wanted your mind, your heart, and your voice. So this person wanted your essence. There's no way that you can want to know how somebody thinks, want their intelligence, and not want their heart by way of their integrity and by way of their voice of expression of how they express themselves. So somebody wanted all of you, and your ancestors popped out. Ancestors in pathway. You're in alignment. You're in the clear. Whatever this is, whatever it was, whatever it ain't anymore, you're coming up as somebody who has answered the call. Divinity. You represent the divine. Your pathway is being cleared. It has been cleared. So whoever this is, Jezebel, Tatiana, this person is losing it. The practitioner told him, go read a book. Somebody was reaching for something that they could never, create the capacity to hold. It's like reaching too high, it's like, you're reaching a little bit. You sure you want to shoot your shot at somebody that's that much in alignment on their assignment, that divinely protected? You got a whole bunch of angels you got to come up against. You sure you really want to do that? And somebody went and did it. I don't think they're doing okay. With conflict, that could be mental. Yeah, look. Thrusted somebody right back into their south node. The universe was like, I think not, ma'am, sir, whoever you are, entity, however you see yourself. South Nodians, somebody had to take a reroute to the south node, trying to hack your consciousness and take your intelligence. Yeah, I can't make it up. This person is trying to transmute this energy right now. It's a karmic feminine. Here she is. This was working for a while. Because again, if you want to hack into the way somebody thinks and you want to hear their thoughts or remote view, then definitely you want to speak how they speak. You want to express yourself how they express themselves. That could be quite exhausting. Lacking authenticity and integrity, lost character, lack of understanding and foresight by way of going within. How can you figure out somebody's thought process when you don't have the capacity to figure out your own? Somebody went in with the bare minimum, man, trying to hack into your mind. Clarify, this practitioner told him to read a book. Yeah, read a doggone book. Because this practitioner knows who you are. Look, the practitioner's like, yeah, nah, we can't do that to this person. This is really a divine feminine. Somebody's on their journey. Their ancestors are here. Look, and they went to somebody that was trusted. So this could be a new practitioner. They went to somebody that was a real high priestess. Awakening. Somebody is shocked that you realize the details of what it is that they were trying to do. Yeah, look. This is somebody that could have energetically been approaching you as a lover, so that you would be a little bit more easier on the thought process as they tried to hack into your mind and steal your intelligence. Yeah, look. This person wanted to see you down and about, crazy, abused, mentally messed up. Somebody wanted to stir your brain up, honey. Scramble your brain like eggs, honey. House energy. Somebody could have sent some type of energy to your house, entity to your house. Yeah, look, it ended this person right up in the South Node. Somebody's ancestors are saying, hold up, let me show you something. Divine feminine, you're in alignment. You're in this boss energy. Chakras in alignment. You see exactly what's going on. Your higher self is watching, and you and your higher self are at peace with the way the journey is going, and whatever has already happened, you're at peace with it. What a beautiful existence right now. Yeah, look, as we ascend, it's a beautiful ascension. Okay. South Node, yeah, it's a no. Whoever this person is, you're not going to the South Node anytime soon, Divine High Priestess. You are Divine High Priestess. You are Divine Feminine. You've been activated. You are representing the divine. Your journey is important. Moving forward, pathway, there's a light at the end. You're not talking about anything that cannot help you or others. Yeah, you're in alignment. You've come to make an impression on this world, and make an impression on this world you will absolutely do. You're leaving your mark. And that's just what it is. And the ancestors are really happy about that. So Mr. and Mrs. South Node are sitting in this energy of playing this position as your opposition when really they were opposing themselves. See that number 8 up there? Again, so something spent the block. Something went in a loop, something like that. Or somebody wanted you to go in a loop. Or some type of cycle that they keep trying to like reignite, re-inflict, re-injure, whatever this is, but it's a mind thing. It's a carnal mind thing. You already know if you've ascended and mastered yourself up to set point, like I know that you have, my beautiful divine collective, the carnal mind is something that you got to go in there with a little bit of consciousness, consciously go into that carnal mind and reprogram that thing. Yeah, somebody didn't know what they were messing with. Clarify opposition and South Node. Yeah, ooh, these people are nasty. I don't know what they got going on. Look at this here. Abusing voodoo, lust, using something. So there's a karmic feminine doing spell work over a high priestess, another feminine, possibly sex magic, sacral chakra, love spells, voodoo, opposition. Now somebody's sitting here looking shooketh because you're shaking the table. This person is now being thrusted into their South Node by way of a loop. And that's just what it is. Look, I can't make this up. So this is the energy that was supposed to come to you. Chaos. That's crazy. Confusion, illusions. Ending up in a confused state of mind under an illusion after trying to drive somebody crazy is a cold ass mark on your report card in the spirit realm. That's crazy business, man. How you end up like that? Clarify this practitioner that you went to that told you, nah, we can't touch this person. Yeah, look, didn't I just tell you? Didn't I just tell you what happened? I'm trying to tell you. Oh, big shout out to my beautiful divine angels, ascended master family in the ethers. I am eternally grateful. Look, didn't I just tell you somebody went to a trusted high priestess, a man, a masculine, in fact. This person used their intuition and told this person, yeah, nah, I can't do that. Something was over before it started. And somebody very well still could be projecting out, hoping to find out how you think because somebody wants to think it and say it before you do. Yeah, it's like that. This practitioner has ended something. Ties have been severed, honey. You got voodoo and lust. Oh, yeah, this is a wrap. So clarify this person. You keep wanting to pull at somebody's intellect. Oh, you're going after two people. Okay, you're trying to pull two people apart. Two people that are in the high priestess and high priest energy. Clarify. Yeah. Yep. I can't make this up. Could be a divine masculine that's a sweetheart, mature man, mature woman, giving emperor energy, somebody that takes care of business. Yeah, it's a waste of time. Whatever this is, clarify voodoo and lust. Opposition. How y'all doing over there in the South Node? Don't look like it's looking too good. You didn't get that pentacle that you wanted. Unexpected money. This is creativity. This is connection to source. This is what they wanted. The money is your energy. The money is your inner God, your inner goddess, your essence, your currency, what you pay attention to by way of your thoughts. And you're focused on the divine. So somebody reached for something again. Didn't I just say their hand and their arm was too short to reach for whatever this was? Somebody didn't even have the capacity to hold this. Let's just assume by way of a spiritual fluke, just for shits and giggles, that this person was able to attain this intellect. Child, they wouldn't even know what to do with it. Somebody's all the way in a karmic loop. They're in the South Node. They wouldn't even know what to do with it. This is like somebody that has an insatiable desire. They're a glutton for whatever they have. If they have one, they got to have all of it. You know, if they got money, they want all the money. If they got food, they want all the food. Like somebody's a glutton. This is why the universe got somebody sitting up looking crazy, okay? Give me current energy on this person. The courthouse. Clarify. Somebody's in spiritual court. Clarify. Somebody's in spiritual court. This whole court case is being examined by the universe. Whoever this person is, this karmic feminine could have done a love spell over this divine masculine and this feminine, and it's in spiritual court right now, the courthouse. Somebody's ancestors called for judgment, courthouse. You could have prayed for the truth by way of clarity. This is not real love. Love spell. Somebody has somebody under a love spell. Real love in a reverse. Yeah, somebody was trying to steal something from a divine feminine in order to be her long enough to get a divine masculine using lust spells. And they were also doing love spells over the divine feminine to get her essence. Okay? Something like that. You got hello. That wanted to come up in the reverse. Complete and total destruction. And somebody's trying to figure out how two people are still enamored with each other and happy. Bliss, blessed, blissfully, blessed. Passing every test. Yeah, listen, whoever you are, you're held in high honor. Whatever you're doing, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Occupation. Okay. Show me this person. Somebody's mad because you're not bothered. Unbothered. This person may have intended for complete and total destruction of your life, your mind, your body, your soul, whatever they could get their hands on. And the practitioner turned them away and ended the relationship before it got started. You got poverty, you got destruction. So somebody is really concerned about this energy because this is what they wanted for somebody. You could do divination, or you could have gotten a reading with occupation, doesn't matter, manifestations. Your life is in alignment. This is what happens when you mind your business and you mind your own thought process, and you're able to decipher between the illusions of what somebody could be projecting out to you to be their reality is not always your reality. Let them deal with what is real to them. And it appears as though poverty, destruction, and chaos, some type of voodoo that they did here that was forbidden, and lust. I know that it's forbidden because there's a high priestess here who is trusted that they went to, and this person told them, you can't do that. They told them, listen, this person is blessed. This man, this woman, they're too blessed. You can't do that. And somebody went and did what they wanted to do because maybe they just felt as though that's all they could do. In South Node energy, it's insanity, man. You for sure are going to lose your mind, and maybe even lack of your consciousness, putting you in an unconscious position, making decisions that you will regret because you're unconscious to it. You've yet to even see the backfire, the backlash, the karma, the cause and effect. Nothing is affecting anything but you in the South Node energy, whoever you is. Listen, real love in the real verse. Listen, in the real verse, in the universe, in the real universe, or universe, or in the reverse. I'm trying to tell you, this person is off the chain. Somebody wanted a masculine or a feminine in a childlike state. How odd. Like, how odd. No wonder somebody wanted somebody's mind. No wonder somebody wanted to swap out intellect. You see the way this person thinks? You want your lover in a childlike state? He can't go anywhere. She can't go anywhere. They can't look at nobody. Ooh, you one of those people. So you use voodoo, and now you got spirits with assignments and contracts that you're attached to that you got to live out that we won't be a part of. Oh yeah, you bound to those spirits. Abuse. Somebody wanted you to be like messed up, beat up. Yeah, looking like this, needing first aid. Love spell. The love spell backfired. Listen, I want to dig into this practitioner that they went to because I feel like whoever this person is, they're somebody of integrity. So that lets me know that whoever this karmic feminine is, she very well could have done some type of magic prior to meeting whoever this trusted ally, trusted practitioner is, a real high priest is. So she could have gone to this trusted person to get some type of assistance because something wasn't working. Look at the way she looks in that South Node energy. So she's seeking out a practitioner. She told this practitioner, this is what I want. Or she could have lied to the practitioner and said that you stole something from them, right? A lot of people will go to practitioners. Oh, this person did this to me. Oh, they got my man. Oh, they this, they stole my destiny. Whatever the lies are that they make up, right? Only for the practitioner to figure out that this person is the third party. They're really the karmic in the whole story. Yeah, look, false documentation, lies. I'm telling you, slander, lies. Mixing a little bit of the truth with a little bit of the lie makes the whole thing a whole lie. Like tell the truth and nothing else. Let the truth set your punk ass free. Do a truth serum on that. A truth spell, a truth serum. Yeah, listen, documents and information. Somebody falsified information. But in reality, this is what's wrong with them. So they're trying to find somebody to get this entity off that ass. Somebody could be stuck in the ethers. They may have wanted you to be stuck in the ethers. Yeah, this person doesn't like the fact that if you decide to leave your physical vessel that you're still protected. They don't like that type of protection. You got protection in the ethers and on the ground. Somebody's making an emergent decision, and it's a bad one. Seven of Swords, they're still doing it. Somebody's trying to get their ancestors to approve some bullshit. Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. 7 plus 7 is what? 14. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 of Wands. This person wants the 5 of Wands. This person wants conflict. But instead, they got the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. Oh, man. Don't try to hide from the universe. The universe has spirits policing the ethers just on GP, just on general purposes. Like, the universe is not playing. Clarify what's going on. Show me this practitioner that told them to go read a book. You wanted somebody's intellect? I'm telling you. 4 of Wands. Somebody's a part of a high vibrational spiritual community. This person knew this person was a karmic. They knew this person was in trouble. Yeah, they did. Show me this practitioner that you went to. They said, we can't do that. What are you talking about? 3 of Cups. Somebody was happy about it. Somebody was happy that they found this high vibrational practitioner. Maybe this gave them hope. Maybe they anticipated this person would be able to help them. It was a friendship with the 2 of Cups. Yeah, look at the synchronicities. 2, 3, 4. Something's in divine order. Somebody missed the gate. Somebody missed the assignment. 2, 3, 4. So this person was sent to this practitioner. This is a part of divine timing. This is a part of divine order. This karmic feminine went to this practitioner, and this practitioner told him, we can't do that. Your ass is under judgment. What the hell you thought this was? The 10 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody felt like their burdens had been released. No, this person released them. This practitioner did. Could have done some type of divination with the Page of Swords and gave them some type of information. This could have been a reading, okay? And this was to determine whether or not they could do some type of magic for them or clearing of their energy. Most times when people go to practitioners and they need help, if it's not their energy or they need help, transmuting that energy, they will seek out high vibrational practitioners. Somebody was looking for somebody to collaborate with them in order to do some type of magic. So whoever this practitioner is, they followed the rules. They could have done divination. They could have said, give me a day or two. Let me sit with myself. Let me find out whether or not I can help you with this. Now, with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, this practitioner immediately released this person. Oh, yeah. This is what happens. I love it when people use real integrity in the spiritual community. Somebody said, look at the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't want that money. You can't pay me for this. Nah, I can't help you. Nope. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Somebody did not take this burden on. In fact, they told this person, look, you need to let this go and you need to go get yourself together, because what you're trying to do to somebody that's on their pathway, I did the divination. Their ancestors showed up in the reading and said, you are playing Russian roulette with your life, honey. If you can't think your way through this because you've been too busy trying to figure out how somebody else thinks and their thought process, how they manifest, you have wasted a great deal of time. Which means that if you were more focused on the way somebody else thought, trying to wear their crown, then who the hell was thinking in your mind when you were vacant? Because you were trying to occupy space in the mind of somebody that wasn't available, that could have never been their reality. But instead, what you've created is a blacklist. You've been blacklisted from the spiritual community. You got the scarlet letter on. Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This practitioner immediately saw, I feel like this is a new practitioner. Because you know why? Something had already backfired and somebody felt they had found somebody that could do the job. This practitioner could have provided them hope initially. I can help you, no problem. Give me a few days. Let me do a little divination or whatever they said. And in that time, this provided this energy thief, this karmic feminine, a little bit of peace, because she's thinking, oh, great, this is still possible. I can still take from this person. I can still steal their manifestation. I can still, because they're lying about the narrative of the story and what actually happened. So this person is really believing a lie. Okay. But the practitioner says, I know what happened. The practitioner was like, Lovers in the reverse. I cannot make this up. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. No. Somebody is saying, no, I'm not helping you. Respectfully, bowed out gracefully, turned their money away, whatever they were offering. This person got turned away. The Lovers in the reverse. Clarify this practitioner. This practitioner was like, hell no, I'm not fooling with you. I am not fooling with you. You tried to do this to a divine high priestess, a feminine and a masculine? Oh, hell no, I'm not attaching my karma to you. Didn't I just tell you this person stood with authority? This is how you do it, collective, right here. This is how you do it. Respectfully, being divinely guided. You know, the enemy is going to come along with everything like, here's $5,000, here's $10,000. No, all money ain't good money. Most times when we accept money from people like that to do any type of clearing work, we are attaching ourselves to their karma. One has to decide who you deserve to be a shield for if you want to be an intercessor. But sometimes, most times, 100% of the time, we got to let that thing play out. Karma's at play. I'm not getting in the way of karma. Who knows the story? Who knows the truth? I'm not getting in the way of the divine. Ace of Wands. What the hell? No, I'm not getting in the middle of that. What type of games are you out here playing? Somebody created a game only to find out that they were really the pawn in the game, honey. You can't play the game better than the universe. You can't play the game better than the cosmos and think you're going to break the rules in a game that has rules for a reason to be abided by. Nobody's exempt from that. The high priestess stood in her power. She said, I'm not helping you. This is some bullshit. Take your little money. You got to leave that person alone. This is what the high priestess said. You the whole devil here. And I'm going to tell you to your face. They may have even said this to this person. Maybe that's why the card of conflict came out previously, right? So somebody could even say, you a whole devil. Get your ass up out of here. Clarify this high priestess, big high priestess. Yep, she stood in her power. I'm telling you, she stood in her power. And she knows how to help this person out. But she can see that this person is a practitioner jumper. They go from readers to practitioners. These are the kind of people that go get readings about other readers or practitioners that they previously worked with. There's somebody running from group to group. This is this kind of person, a whole devil. When they leave, by the time they leave, they create complete and total chaos for the people who unconsciously signed up for their karma. You are what you keep by way of the company. Birds of a feather flock together. Look, I can't make it up. This high priestess stood in her strength, her power, and she is a very powerful manifester. But she saw something. The ancestors popped out. She was like, mm-mm. The whole devil right here. I bet you will give any amount of money, all of that, because you don't want to pick up a book, because you don't want to deal with your own mind, because somebody's mind and thought process is really screwed up. And it's a lot of work to clean it up. And they're lazy and they don't want to do that. They don't want to face whatever this is. This person should have inspired themselves to feel safe enough to go into their own mind and clear their shit up. Real easy peasy. But in order to do that, you have to be consciously aware of what's going on. Somebody don't even want to admit that they messed up. You know how I know? Because the audacity that you went through the spiritual yellow pages looking for a high vibrational high priestess that you were expecting to go against a divine being, that you had to have been messed up. You could not have been thinking properly. There's no way your thought process was clear or connected to the divine, because that is the most foolish thing ever. You found somebody high vibrational and you celebrated it. You got excited. You said, oh, finally, an opportunity. And you didn't think this person would see that you were the devil. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. That's why they turned your money away, boo-boo. That's why they told you, nobody's taking on these cases. You karmics can't come and just, I need a reading. I'm not opening the door for you. Some of y'all's ancestors is such a shit. I have satisfied all my contracts. When you get to this level like this, you wake up, you like, oh, my karma is clean. I feel good. I sleep good at night. I didn't hurt nobody. I ain't done no spell work over nobody. Anything I did by way of protection was to protect me with good intentions, by way of decent alchemy, respecting the rules and the spiritual laws of all lineages, by way of timelines, period. And you walk in that. Ain't nobody coming along to dirty up this good karma. This high priestess is very wise, very smart, very wise, very smart. She saw right through it. Her ancestors popped out. And this is why she's still abundant. Seven of Pentacles, whoever this high priestess is, Nine of Pentacles, single and self-sufficient, abundant, and she gets her wishes fulfilled. Why would you let somebody come into your life that's a whole devil, offer you some money to do some type of spell work, to take something from somebody who you're lying and saying took from you? You're a whole liar walking up and through here in spiritual court. You're a whole liar approaching a high priestess expecting for her to take down a real high vibrational priest. What happened was you were divinely directed to a divine being because that was divine order. The universe said enough. You were supposed to encounter whoever this devil energy is. I want your intelligence. I want your thought process. I want your contracts. Whoever this person is, it was a blessing that they had gone to this high vibrational person. Spirit says it was divinely being orchestrated. They didn't even know that they were being guided to somebody that this would be the final call. This high priestess is the final warning for this person. You know how I know? Because the Ten of Wands is in the reverse. Somebody wanted to dump their karma onto somebody. This is what this devil intended to do. This devil never intended to do right. They didn't come in for honest spiritual work. Like, you know, I need some help clearing out energy, trauma bonding, whatever. They didn't want real work. They wanted to hurt somebody. And they had already gone to different people to do the work, but it backfired. So when they came in contact with this high vibrational person, they didn't even know this was judgment in the flesh, because whoever they went to attack is the Empress, the Sun, and the Emperor. This is a divine couple. This is a divine couple. You know what really broke this spell? Is these two divine people ascending to a very beautiful level, clearing their karma. Cleared. Empress to the Emperor energy, divine masculine, divine feminine, both of them balanced. Come through, Holy Spirit. And the healers. I just heard great mother and father and son, the Holy Trinity. Baby, you don't even know what's going on here. Why would somebody walk in and try to take this contract? This is the Holy Trinity, the Son, the Emperor, Father, the Empress, Divine Mother, the Son, Ra. Come through. That's Holy Trinity energy. Yeah, look. The Hangman in the reverse. Somebody refuses to see that they can't have this. That's a really fucked up thought process, though. When you really think about it, that's real. Like, you trying to unsee that which has already been satisfied by the universe and the creator, which is why the battle in the ethers is so strong right now. Somebody doesn't know what's going on. Look, the Six of Cups. Somebody wanted all your Akashic records to be in the ethers, open, floating around. Somebody's trying to figure out how you think. Ain't no way in hell somebody should be that deep into your Akashic records with the Six of Cups. That's too deep. How do you know when you're going too far? How? On the brink of insanity, lacking humanity, losing integrity, showing no discipline by way of how you think. You believe all your thoughts and you ended up in somebody's Akashic records. Look, the Six of Cups. I'm telling you, somebody is digging through the shadows. In the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups represents scorpionic energy. The Six of Cups is scorpionic energy. It's that which has already been satisfied. It's dense contracts. Because somehow somebody believed that this would have given them some form of leverage over how you think. And you somewhere on a whole nother timeline. Look at you. I can't make it up. This is you. I resonate. I resonate. I resonate. I resonate. 10 of Pentacles. Big gratitude to the universe. Big gratitude to your thought process. Thinking your way through, but not paying attention too much to that cerebral mind, baby. Because guess what? You know, if you know, then you know. But you got the Wheel of Fortune here. The 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful, radiant energy. It's amazing. You're in the Wheel of Fortune. This is a whole nother timeline. Anything outside of that is not a part of our reality. So somebody just did too much. Yeah, I can't make this up. You got the Queen of Pentacles here. Somebody is destined to have a good life. I mean, whoever you are, it's time for you to reap the benefits of whatever your bloodline has acquired over time. You are the one that is stepping up to inherit the inheritance, which appears to be something in beautiful alignment by way of peace and solitude. Let's start there. And then there's the financial gains. There's the physical plane. There's what we want in this world while we are passing through to keep us comfortable. That very well could be 8,000 thread count sheets, goose down pillows, the best pillow top bed in the world because it holds your body up. Maybe a nice maple wood, pine wood, homemade, man-made, handmade bed. I'm just giving a projection. Whatever this is like a life of comfort. Yeah. This is how the universe is doing you. This is how the universe is setting you up. You were never meant to be in poverty. But the moment you decided to answer the call, of which nobody could answer for you, you put yourself in alignment to basically shatter all these illusions that somebody wanted to keep you in by way of the past that had already been satisfied. And now somebody wants you to help them get out of your shadow. I keep hearing, what's so funny? That's what I just heard. What's so funny? Somebody feels like you're laughing at them. Yep, that's the first signs of going mad. That's the first signs of going insane. Is what you get for trying to go into somebody else's mind space. Like, what the hell was you thinking? You wasn't. Because you wanted to think like somebody else. Whoa. Ooh. So try name love it light. Whoever this practitioner is, this person has a lot of integrity. They're very successful. They're really good at what they do, and they turn this devil away. I'm telling you, the spiritual community is strong. We are real. We are here. We are answering these assignments. Whoever this person is, what I see right now, they burning candles in your name. It's a waste of flame. It's a waste of fire. Them candles can't stop nothing that we got going on. To be quite honest, the show must go on. You're still getting to whatever you need to get to. And you got a divine masculine here that's coming in, okay? So some of you need, well, you don't need to do anything. I feel like we're already aware of that. And so let's just give thanks for that. You know, my divine masculine is so amazing. He's so funny. It's amazing. I like it. I like this for all of us. I love this for all the divine feminine energies. Let's see what else is going on. I feel like there's more to the story. Holy Spirit, beautiful angels, clear that energy out and close the door for me, please, and thank you. Yeah, you're the high priestess. You've gone through some type of an ascension, so you could be gaining new knowledge. The 9 of Wands, you're divinely protected and connected. Okay. You could have had a lot of people that were trying to do this. A lot of people that were trying to attack you intellectually, the lovers, or both of you. Somebody really wants to hack your mind to find out who's making love to you. Who are you? And they're only finding you and yourself. Me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. What's going on with this intellectual thief? What is your problem, ma'am? I just heard Queen of Wands in the reverse. That's what I just heard. Queen of Wands in the reverse in my mind's eye. The moon in the reverse and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Wow. Show me this intellectual thief. You want my intelligence? Ooh, did I just say Queen of Wands in the reverse? That'll do it. Knight of Wands in the reverse. It's a fire sign energy. Somebody's birthday could be in November. Somebody's birthday could be in July. Somebody could be a Leo. Somebody could be a Scorpio. Okay, show us this intellectual thief. Spirit said it ain't looking too good. Damn, all the cards coming up in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. There could also be a Pisces here, February Pisces. This could be like a little group. Maybe they all were supposed to get a little nugget. You know, maybe they're always supposed to kind of run off with a little bit of energy and then do something with it, but they didn't know what to do with it when they got it because they realized they didn't get it. I just heard, they're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. Somebody's like, what's so funny? You think something is so funny? Yeah, look, I don't know what this is. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is scorpionic energy. That's like grief, sadness, crying over spilled milk. The universe is giving them these cups to look at, so hopefully they can make a different decision next time. But I feel like this is the final call. There may or may not be a next time. You got people that put it all on the line. They bet it all. You know, it's like, what do you want to bet? I'll just bet it all. Somebody took a full-blown step towards gambling their existence, their life as they know it, as they once knew it. Somebody bet it all on having something that belonged to a divine being. This was supposed to be their saving grace. This was supposed to be what was supposed to get them to the next level. Somebody had already planned their life out around getting something from you on an intellectual, spiritual level, and that didn't happen. The 5 of Cups. Now that somebody has been turned away, give me current energy on these intellectual things. Somebody could still be doing magic on their own too. Yep. I don't feel like it's working. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was advised by a high vibrational being, like, leave that person alone. And somebody still went and did something. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. If this person had any type of spiritual gifts, because they bet it all, they lost it all. Because they wanted to take everything from you. So the universe feels like this is fair. Well, we'll just take everything from you. You're an ingrate. You don't want the cup that the universe is offering you. You keep eyeballing and evil eyeing and wanting to fight somebody over their own energy, then we're just going to take everything from you. I just heard you do realize that, don't you? Maybe this is what they were told at the time that they were making this deal with the devil. Clarify these people, Holy Spirit. Give me current energy on these people. Yeah, I don't know. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 5 of Pentacles. Something has to be abandoned. It's like the universe leaving somebody out in the cold meaning spiritually, mentally vacant. Okay. Maybe they're feeling just, I don't know, empty. Literally. This is a wish that they made. It's a reality that they created. That's what Spirit just said. Yeah, we don't resonate with that, but we can see it. Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody lost everything. They had a decision to make and they decided to do something else after being advised by a high vibrational being to leave you alone. Somebody didn't even give them their money. I mean, somebody didn't even take their money for the work. Remember, the Six of Pentacles is in the reverse. Give me current energy on these people right now. So they could still just be kind of like trying to harvest or do something, whatever it is, it's over. Six of Swords, what is it? Seven of Swords, excuse me, in the reverse represents being caught. The universe said, I caught your punk ass. I'm gonna get you, sucker. You dirty mother. Don't you say that. Somebody got a nasty mouth. Ooh, Queen of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is, every other word is a curse word. And curse words, by way of what the world deems to be a curse word, it's not really that bad. You know, sometimes we say shit, sometimes we drop the F-bomb, whatever you do in order to express yourself, it's the energy backing it. So somebody really has a nasty, debilitating energy. It's just, it's like, you know, you ever had somebody that you were around and you're like, oh, I can't wait to get from away from you. You ever just been around somebody, maybe not now, but you've been around somebody to where they just complain about everything. Oh man, I went on a road trip with a guy like that one time, man. As soon as we got back, I was so ready to get out of the car. He complained about everything. I was able to manage, by the grace of God, my peace. I ended up just kind of zoning out, enjoying the ride, but everything. Oh, why she give me my bag like that? Oh, why she give me my drink like that? And you know, I'm all for people expressing themselves. So I'm like, everything can make you mad. Everything make you mad. I sat back, I'm like, man, this was supposed to be fun. Well, I'm going to have fun on this trip. But man, I was so ready to get away from that guy. I was like, phew. And he was just a friend. It wasn't even a date. It was a business trip, but it was a road trip. Man, I was like, whoever this person is, they're mentally unstable. I'm telling you, I feel like people are like, damn, they don't want to be around this person. You know, it's unfortunate to see somebody be crazy and they're the last to know, and they could feel like people are walking away from them. Two of Pentacles in the reverse is like mentally all over the place, and still in the Seven of Swords, even though you know the universe is watching. That's crazy. Clarify this intellectual thief. Clarify. Star in the reverse could be a karmic Aquarius here. Mentally unstable, Seven of Swords, big Aquarius energy, Gemini energy is here. I feel like this is a group of people. And they all, it's given Vulture. That's what I just heard, Vulture. So they all were supposed to pick at Divine Collective's energy to take what they want. Everybody was going to eat. Everybody was going to be in some type of abundance, or at least this is what somebody promised. This Queen of Swords could be the ringleader. She could be the head of this situation. Somebody's birthday could be in January. Okay, there could be two Aquariuses here, one in January, one in February. Yeah, the Five of Swords in a reverse. Mentally, she's stumped. She is stuck. She doesn't know what to do. This person knows a lot about projecting thought. Yeah, this is somebody that knows how to project thoughts out, to send energy. This is just who they are. Huh, interesting. Star in the reverse, Five of Swords. They keep getting caught. Look at all the reverse. Every card is coming up in the reverse. How? Show me their energy. These people that are trying to siphon, Star in the reverse. Somebody feels as though they're not getting the recognition that they deserve based on doing whatever this is. I feel like somebody overpromised and underdelivered to a group of people that they told they were going to be able to take you down. There could be a masculine here as well, just for shits and mother freaking giggles. There's a Libra out here that's getting their ass whooped by the universe. And I mean real bad. Justice in the reverse. This could be all the players a part of this weird ass game, only finding out that the universe has the last laugh. That the universe knows the rules, honey. You can't keep running up and through the spiritual community up into the ethers thinking that you're going to disrespect the rules playing in the Akasha, because it appears as though now you need somebody to deliver you from the Akasha, which is why that high vibrational being turns you away, because you're stuck somewhere in some type of vortex of weird ass paradigm shift that don't nobody know how you got there but you, because you were too busy trying to outsmart somebody for something that belonged to them. You got a lot of people involved in your bullshit. So they could feel like you're responsible for getting them out of this BS with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm telling you, somebody's birthday is in September. Somebody's birthday is in January. Somebody's birthday is in May. Somebody could be a Gemini, Taurus. These are the ringleaders. These are the big boys. These are the ones that, okay. So this could be an Eastern star. Clarify with the star in the reverse. Are you an Eastern star, ma'am? Yeah, they're fighting. It's a lot of chaos, a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict within this group, because they did not get what it was that they thought they were supposed to get, and you're too divinely protected. Somebody could have tried to attach an entity to you to take a succubus energy, 5 of wands to harvest off of you. These people are fighting, honey. That is not our business. Why is this here in spiritual court? Because we don't give a damn, quite literally. The Page of Swords, this wanted to come up in the reverse. Evil eye energy, bad news for these people. Yeah, this is what happens. Let this be an example. Let this be for educational purposes. This is not what you do when you want to become smarter. Just take your ass to school, read a book like a real divine being. That's usually what we're doing. You know, they send a whole bunch of monitoring spirits. They're like, I want to know what the divine being is doing. I want to remote view into her mind. They're like, she's kind of been reading a book on the Ascene, you know, reading about all different kinds of angels in the ethers before there was light. Well, she's been reading that book for 8 hours. Can you imagine the monitoring spirits having to report back to these people, and all they find is that you're somewhere doing the work? Child, that is so irritating, because I feel like they want to believe that you're doing something other than what it is that they should be doing, or they want to know what kind of magic you're working with. We'll never tell. You'll never know. Take that ass on a field trip. Yeah, we're going to take that ass on a field trip with the Fool in the reverse. I'm telling you, you better turn that car around mentally. Whatever you think you're doing, you done thought yourself into a whole nother reality. You over there thunking. You didn't thought about it. 4 of Pentacles and a Fool in the reverse. This does conclude this case. By way of the emergency broadcast system, trying to hack into somebody's intellect, that practitioner turned them away. Now somebody is really in trouble, but they're still working with whatever they have, whatever they attained previously from other people doing spell work for them. Hence the fact that they were looking for a new practitioner and ran into a divine being. Little do they know that was divine intervention. That was a warning. The fact that they ran into a practitioner that said, I'm not going to take your money, but I'm going to let you know whatever you're doing to this person, it's going to end bad. Hence the fact that all the cards are in the reverse. Somebody went against the grain. They ignored source. They cannot say that the Most High God did not send an earth angel in to warn them. So when the shit hits the fan, the wall, the cat, the dog, and their whole life is submerged in the bullshit that they stirred up and drummed up for somebody else, they're going to have to just sit in it. Yeah. I feel like this person feels as though we're making a mockery of them, when in fact they've made a mockery of themselves. It's really laughable to think that you thought you're going to be able to take somebody's mind and do a brain transplant into an empty vessel that's hosting too many demons, and you don't even know how to cast those demons out. You need to start there, whoever this person is, whoever they are. This does conclude this case. Thank you so much for watching Spiritual Court TV, where we talk about all things spiritual. Even as we close out this reading and close these doors, giving thanks and gratitude to the universe, creator of all things, remember to take what resonates. If it don't apply, let it fly. And that's just what it is. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.